Hi guys, welcome to this fourth example of using time zones and working out local time in two different cities. So this time we're going to start in Toronto, and we'll need to work out the time zone for Toronto and also Bangkok. So let's start with Toronto first of all. So we have a latitude of 43.7 degrees north and a longitude of 79.4 degrees west. Let's pull up our map. Okay, so 43.7 degrees north. We have 30 degrees north, we have 60 degrees north, we have a line midway between these points at 45 degrees north, and then we can split each of these into thirds. So here we have 35 degrees, 40 degrees, 45 degrees, 50 degrees, 55 degrees, 60 degrees north. We're looking for 43.7, which is very close to this 45 degree line of latitude. So we'll use that as a reference point. And the longitude we're looking for is 79.4 degrees west, so pretty much 80 degrees west. Right, here we have 60 degrees west, 70 degrees west, 80 degrees west. So if we draw along our line here, 45 degrees north, and find the intersecting point at roughly 80 degrees west, we'll put in our mark for Toronto. So the time zone for Toronto, well, it's between this line of longitude, which is 4 hours behind Greenwich Mean Time, and this line of longitude, which is 6 hours behind Greenwich Mean Time, roughly in the middle there. So we'll say that the time zone for Toronto is 5 hours behind GMT. We'll set the local time at 3 PM on Saturday. Now Bangkok is conveniently already marked on our map, so we won't use our latitude and longitude to find its spot, but we do need to think about the time zone. So once again, we can see that Bangkok is sitting between plus 6 hours and plus 8 hours, roughly in the middle there, and the time zone does extend to the east and the west of the meridian, so we can say that the time zone for Bangkok is 7 hours behind, 7 hours in front of Greenwich Mean Time. Okay, so we're going to use a diagram to represent our jumps that we make in time through the different time zones. We'll have Greenwich Mean Time, or 0, in roughly the middle. So we'll come west or to the left on our line to locate Toronto. And Toronto is 5 hours behind GMT, and we're saying that it's 3 PM on Saturday. So we'll get a line and make a jump onto Greenwich Mean Time. So to move from -5 GMT to 0, we're going to need to add 5 hours on. That'll take us to 0 GMT. We can can say that's London. And if we add 5 hours to 3 p.m, takes us to 8 p.m. on Saturday. Grab our line again and we'll go for another jump. This time we're going to go to midnight. So we're already at 8 p.m. There'll be another 4 hours before we get to midnight. So we add further 4 hours. And that takes us to 12 midnight, which is also 4 hours in front of Greenwich Mean Time. Now we know that Bangkok is actually 7 hours in front of Greenwich Mean Time, so we're already at 4. We need to jump another 3 to take us on to 7. So we'll get our line. We'll add another 3 hours on. So this point here will be 7 hours in front of Greenwich Mean Time. The time is going to be 3 hours in front of midnight, and of course as soon as we cross over midnight we're going to go into the next day. So we can say that Bangkok is at 3 a.m. on Sunday. So the local time in Bangkok is 3 a.m. on Sunday.